number 3. Get that camera. Get that microphone over here. Okay, we're gonna start up again. And this time, hopefully no distractions. I want to try to get to noon with this. Noon. As in 1200 noontime without major distractions. That's the goal. That's the dream. Okay. Does this use... I don't think any of this uses any of this material up here. So we're just gonna frame rate spawn limit. And that's what that does. Spawn timer. Don't know why I made that an uppercase T. Don't know why I added a... Yeah. And then this, we're going to make a little separate. Actually, yeah, no. Private void. I'm dying. Let's see. We're going to do spawn random enemies. Take all that. Put all that there. And we're just going to have a reference to that there. There we go. Just so that there's a little bit less going on in the update method. A little cleaner to read. Movement. That is good. Rotate to face the cursor. I have no idea if that works or not. Yeah, that's all fine and dandy. We're going to save all of that. Now let's just... Uh-oh. Render pass, not inside. I don't know what any of that means. Draw main light shadow map. Draw additional lights shadow map. Okay. Well, this is one of the things that I do not like about Unity is the random errors that just pop in for no reason. So how do we make it so that we can see if our player has rotated? Let's add a cube. I think Z is the forward direction, so we'll move it forward a little bit. 0.1, so it's a really thin cube. 0.5, so it's there. 0.2. We'll do 0.3. 0.5. There we go. So we just have like a little bit sticking out the front. Actually, let's make that up a little higher up. File, save, play. Okay. And I'm gonna have the enemy spawner time between spawns. Yeah, we're gonna make that like 200 just so I can focus on this for now. Oh, you know what? I was noticing it wasn't turning, and I think I realized why. Because we had nothing on here. Wait a minute. There is no reason for us to have a reference to the player because we're just putting this directly on the player. So we're good. We're good. We're good. This is all set. This is exactly how it needs to be. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Save. Yay. Play. It's taking a second to load. Okay, so Okay, so it's just pointing at 0, 0, 0. That is not what we want. So something funky is going on here. Wait a minute. Look rotation. Creates a rotation with the specified forward and upwards direction. I think I want transform dot look at, not look rotation. So I want to look at the cursor point. Test that out. I got a cursor point up here. Come on. The cursor is up there. You can't look at the cursor? Okay, that's weird. This is some weird behavior. Okay, so... Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. We're using Cinemachine. So that means we're not looking directly at the camera. That means we're looking... Because the camera itself... Hold on, let's select the main camera. Does the main camera actually move? The main camera does move. It moves with us. So why is it not working? You know what? Here's what we're going to do. Print. We're just going to have a quick little thing. Toss out a print. Why is it just whatever our position is -1? What is going on here? The current mouse position and coordinates. That's what we want. We want to take our screen. Wait a minute. Is it viewport to world point? I thought it was screen to world point, but it might be viewport to world point. Let's test that out. But it's still just down there. It's just whatever that is. It doesn't actually follow the mouse. What does this say the mouse position is? Dot mouse position. I expect to run into these kinds of bugs all the time. Just little bits where I just don't know how to do certain things. Okay, yeah, that's normal, 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 normal. All expected. Hold on, does the plane have... Yeah, plane has a collider on it. Okay, so it should be... I'm pretty sure... Is it screen point to Ray? Okay. So do I have to do array? Is that how that works? Okay. So... Raycast. We're going to do a raycast, I guess. If we hit something... Actually, if we don't hit something... Return... So let's see. So we create array. We set out a raycast that hits a thing. Hits dots transformed. Var. Okay, so we hit a point. Mouse hit .y, we're changing that to our y height so that it stays level throughout. And we are going to transform to look at mouse hit. I think I might be used to doing this on 2D games, and that's where the issues are coming up, but... Let's find out. There we go. Look at that. We rotate to face the mouse. And it doesn't do anything weird when we go over the objects. Perfect. Okay, wonderful. Dandy. Just dandy. We're going to take all of this and put this into a separate script. Or a separate method. Cursor point equals, let's see, what do we want to name this? Look at mouse. Get rid of that. Okay, goody. Okay, so we look around, we look at the mouse. Let's create a new one that, create a new, no. New Unity script, a mono behavior. We're going to call this one Fire Bullet, I guess. Oh, I probably shouldn't have had a... Yeah, we're just going to edit, delete, add a new Unity script, mono behavior. Fire bullets. So how is firing the bullet going to work? Well, we're going to get a action, input action. Serialized field, private, input action, fire action. And doesn't like that name. Oh, goodness. Yes. This is the point where I'm starting to think we should probably... You know what? No. No, we're not going to do a full script for this. On update... If it's not triggered, then return. Now, what do we need? What do we need? We need a bullet prefab. Yeah, that we could use that. I'm going to do set it to transform because the only information I think that is going to be of value to us with this bullet prefab is going to be the bullet's position and rotation. Yeah. So, we need the fire action, the bullet prefab. I'm also going to have a public int number of bullets. Okay, so if it's not triggered, return number of bullets minus equal to 1, and at that point, oh, we need a spawn point for the bullets too. Serialized field, private. That's going to be a transform. It's going to be bullet spawn point. So basically, there's going to be a point out in front of the character where the bullets are going to spawn from, and they're going to go pew toward the enemy. Yes. So we're reducing the number of bullets by 1. And then we're going to... I don't think we need any data from it, so... Position and rotation. There we go. So we have spawned our bullets. If number of bullets... If number of bullets is is less than or equal to 0, return. Okay, so if we don't have enough bullets, we don't do nothing. Save all that. Now I need bullets. We got no bullets, so we need a bullet. We're going to do create an empty, reset it to 0. Let's zoom in on that. Rename that to bullet, and the bullet is going to be a bullet, which means we needs a shape. We're just going to do a sphere. Remove that. 0.3. That's a good size, I think, for a bullet. And then we're going to add a sphere collider that is also going to have a radius of 0.15. That should match the bullet itself. Hold on. Setting it to 0 was probably not the best idea. Okay, so cool. We have our little bullet. It's a little ball. Now, is there a just... Oh, we have a movement script. That's interesting. I could rewrite the movement script to be completely separate from the input script, but again, simple game. We just want it made and finished. So yeah, let's just create a bullet movement script. Okay, bullet movement. How is bullet movement going to work? Well, all we're going to do is in fixed update, the bullet is going to move. Transform dot position plus equal to, yeah, that's literally it. But what we're going to do, my throat is starting to go, so serialize field, private, float, bullet speed equals, we'll say 10F, and then we're going to replace this with bullet speed. Okay. And that's a fixed update. Should I include it in this, or should I have a separate script to handle when it detonates? You know what? I'm going to create that as a separate script. Class destroy on impact. Okay. Forgot this was supposed to be a mono behavior. Let's see. What is it called when it hits? On collision enter. Not 2D. Just on collision enter. Okay, so when it hits something, so it's going to destroy the other thing, and then it's going to destroy itself. No health system yet. We'll come up with one later. Wow, it's just going to destroy everything it hits. Okay. You know what? That's okay. That is okay. Yeah. Now I just need a... On the player, we're going to delete that swivel setup. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to have a... let's see, 3D objects. We're going to have an empty on the player. We're going to call this spawn point. And we're going to put this a little bit ahead of the player. Yeah. One space ahead of the player and 0.5 up. Okay. Let's prefab the bullet. The player should have... We do not. Okay. Fire bullets. Now the fire action is going to be mouse left button. Okay, so when you press down the left button, fires. Bullet spawn point, that's going to be that one. The bullet prefab, we get a prefab number of bullets. We're going to have 100 to start. We're just testing, so let's go for a bigger number. Okay, so hit play. That bullet should just go flying in a direction. Nothing is happening. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. I know what happened. I know what happened. I know what I did wrong. Fire bullet. If, so one, we need to on-enable fire action dot enable. So we enable the fact that we can actually fire bullets. And it's not triggered, it's fire action dot. I think it was pressed this frame. Save that. Hit play. No, that's not doing it. Is pressed. I think that just activates if we press it down. I don't think that's going to run exactly how we want it to. Hold on. Quick review. Quick review. If it is not pressed, we return. Okay, was performed this frame? Not was released this frame, but was performed this frame. Okay, that's the last one. After that, I need to start doing a little bit of research just to make sure I am doing this correctly, and we can delete the bullet from this scene. Okay, is it activating? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I am a silly goose. I am a silly goose. If the number of bullets Is greater than or equal to 0, return. No. If it is less than or equal to 0, return. I am the silliest of silly gooses. But that's okay. That is okay. File, save, play. Try again. Look at that. We make bullets. We make boom boom. Pause it. Click on the player. Our number of bullets is going down. This is beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful. It's so good. It's the perfect. It's grand. The bullets aren't impacting anything because they don't have rigid bodies on them, but that's okay. Bullet. Add a rigid body. Don't use gravity, please. Oh my god, this is going to be horrible. Yeah, we're going to have it use gravity. So, oh, this is going to be bad. I think what's about to happen is I'm going to fire. It's going to use gravity, hit the ground, and this ground's going to disappear. Nope. It's just going to bounce. What the fuck? Wait, what? Oh, because it's telling them to go in the direction based on... Okay, yep. So we're going to turn off gravity. Okay. What I think I want to do is get access to the rigid body and add a force in the forward direction on start. So rigid body RB on awake. RB is the rigid body, so we're going to get that. And on start, add force. Yeah, we're going to add an impulse so we can get rid of that. We're going to rename that to bullet force. Okay. So a little bit better. This should cause them to move in a steady direction. We're going to freeze their... Oh, hold on. Hold on. Oh, you know what? I don't think I ever added the... Here, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take the sphere collider and the rigid body. We're going to put those next to each other and then have the behaviors below that. So what did I call... Destroy on impact. Okay. There we go. Now let's see what happens when we fire the bullets. They fly. Cool. Now what I need to do is... Let's get the enemy spawner. We're going to add the spawn points to that as a proper thing, so I can just minimize that. 0.4. Okay. So now it's going to spawn multiple enemies per second. Cool. We got a little game going on here. We got enemies coming after us from all directions. Wait, why can I not? Ah. Little fuckers. Okay, cool. We have made a game. Now. Oh. Let's add a little bit of detail to it. Let's see. So, rather than just straight up destroying everything it hits, imagine one of the bullets, like there's some little bug in it, and the bullet just does like a twist, and suddenly it starts moving downward, or it hits something that wouldn't, cause it to explode. And imagine it hits a thing and turns and faces the ground. And then the bullet hits the ground, and then it explodes. And then the ground explodes too, so now there's no more ground in the game. That is not a result we want. So, yes. So we're definitely going to destroy ourselves, but what I also want to do is other dot game object dot compare tag. We're going to check to make sure this is actually a enemy. So what we're gonna do is expression will return false. Oh, right. Yep. Got to add the tag to it and put the tag on the enemy. So yeah, enemy. We're gonna add a enemy tag. We're also gonna add a destructible tag. Okay, so if the other thing is an enemy, destroy that. If the other game object is destructible, then yeah, destroy it. Actually, you know what? We can do this as a or statement. Okay. So if it's an enemy, if it's destructible, we destroy it. Either way, we destroy ourselves. That works. I was going to get into a whole interfaces thing where I start making like an I component for impact by bullet, and then just have like, okay, enemies are going to have health, so we're going to have that go look for their health and make it go down. And we're going to have another one that does a different thing, and just like a whole system. But I have an hour and a half left to say I'm done with this, so. No, what? Hold on. Enemy. Oh, they're untagged. Tag those as enemy. And I'm gonna, yeah, we're gonna just do that. Okay, let them come for me. Fight me. Come, fight me. Ah. Okay. So we have gameplay. We don't have a win or lose condition, because we just have infinite bullets and an infinite wave of enemies, which is not a terrible thing. Okay. My hand's starting to hurt. So, what next? Let me think. I am kind of writing myself into a corner by making all of this as simple as it is, but I just need to keep telling myself, just working on this once and then throwing it in the trash, just because practice setup. So, yes. Now, how about some obstacles? Yeah. So we're gonna take and make another cube. We're gonna make this cube a wall. Whoa, hello. Fast movement, flying around. Okay, we're gonna make it 5 tall, so it's gonna be decent height. 2.5 up there. Okay, and then 10 across. There we go. Rename that to solid wall. We're going to add that to our prefabs. And I'm going to get rid of these cubes. I want to see how this wall looks going around it. Because there's always a chance that, like, the way we set up our camera, like, we can go behind it and just absolutely disappear. Oh. Okay, that's not that bad. You know what? We're going to make it lower. We're going to lower it to 3 and 1.5. File, save. Okay. Now we go behind it. Yep, okay, so we can go behind it a little bit, but not to the point where, like, we disappear. Ah! Oh god, we forgot to reset the nav mesh. Shit. Oh, they're phasing through the walls. Actually, that's an idea. Hold on. We're gonna come up with some bullshit here. Duplicate that. We're gonna rename it to fake wall. and just remove the collider from it. That's a prefab variant called fake wall. Okay, so when we add solid wall to the game again, does that... Oh, god damn it. Okay, no, never mind, hold on. Delete that. Yep, we're deleting our prefabs. Yep. We're gonna... You know what, we can just delete these as is and just remake them, because it's a cube. It's a cube. We took a cube, we stretched it out. But yeah, we're just going to create a separate object that we're going to call solid wall. That is going to be 0 height. And then in that, we'll add our cube. That will be 3 tall, 10 across, 1.5. Remove the box collider from that. We'll add that to here. Ten across, 3 tall, 1.5. Okay. We're going to duplicate this twice. We're going to rename this one to destructible wall. And this one is going to have the destructible tag on it. That's going to be the only difference. And then this wall here is going to be a false wall. And it's just going to not have the box collider on it. Save those. Okay. Now we can take all 3 of these, add them to our prefabs. Okay, now so we have a destructible wall and we have our false wall. Now, the only thing that I'm thinking about right now is enemies are not going to be able to go through the destructible wall, even after I destroy it, because I would have to rebake the nav mesh. So destructible wall, I think I'm going to make that into a nav mesh. Is it obstacle? Carve. No, I don't think it's obstacle. I think it's modifier. Maybe not. I don't remember everything I learned about using the okay, 0, 10, 8. Make this a solid wall. -10, 8. There we go. Perfectly solid wall. Okay, so this one should be indestructible. This one should disappear when I shoot at it. This one should not, but I should be able to phase through this one. Okay, cool. Hello. All right. I should change these colors too, so let's just create a new material for our... Let's see, what are we going to call this? How about... Destructible. And we're going to change that color to sort of a brownish, I guess, would work. Kind of give a wood feeling to it, I guess. Yeah, there you go. There's a destructible wall. And then the fake wall, we're just going to have that blend in with the other ones. File, save. I need to... Where is my nav mesh? Bake that. Huh, that's weird. Use geometry, physics colliders. Okay, now bake. There we go. So now enemies can just phase through the fake walls in the game. Okay. Now let's do a little bit of level design. Just a little bit. Just a tad. Yeah, we're just going to duplicate that. Rotate that by 90 degrees. Move that down here, I guess. As I have said many times before, level design, not my forte, but... Oh, I just moved the sphere. Okay, hold on. 0. Player. Player, move forward, please. Okay, that one is the fake wall. So we're going to move that off to the side for now and just duplicate this wall again. Move it over here. And my spawn points, I need to take all of these and add like a... We'll go for red. So we can see where they actually are. I think, maybe. Okay, cool. So yeah, a little red thing does appear there. There we go. Make them a little more visible. I'm thinking kind of like a Pac-Man type setup. Yeah, we're going to minimize that. Solid wall. Control-C, Control-V. Move that forward, and we're going to set the scale of this one to... we'll go 10. Yeah. Set that at 50. Duplicate it. Minus 50. Duplicate it. Rotate it by 90 degrees. Now it's going to be 50 there. Duplicate it again. Minus 50. There we go. We have a 100 by 100 area to fight in. Let me grab these and just make sure they're all inside the... It's starting to look a lot like Pac-Man. All right, so I think I want one in each corner. So we'll put one there. One over there. This one can go in this corner. This one can go in that corner. Doesn't need to be perfect, just good enough. One down here. One over there. Okay. Now we just need to set this up. Yeah, Yeah, I think I'm just going to throw a bunch of random walls into places and hope something appears that feels like a map design. Oh, here's what we can do. Solid wall, that corner, 10 by 20. Oh, here's what we can do. Grid snap. Set it to 10. Toggle grid snapping on. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, that works. We have done it. That's a false wall. I'm going to rotate that by 90 degrees. Oh, shoot. Okay. Yeah, no, we... You know what? No, that's going to be fine. Do we have a solid wall piece here somewhere? Have I only put down the... Okay, hold on. This... Let's take this one, that one, and that one, and take all of those and put those in the environment. So that way they are out of the way. Save, just in case my computer explodes again. Don't want that to happen. Yep, we have those. Okay, so this is... We're gonna put these in a little box, and we're gonna call this... what are we gonna call this? What's a good name for... Oh, starting area. Minus 10. Minus 5. 5. Minus 5. 5. Yeah, a little bit behind the start. Okay, now we have our player. Let's set that to minus 5. Okay. Let's think. What next? Have a solid wall there. We'll have a false wall. That'll sit about there. Wait, that's a destructible? Oh, no. Did I set that and not... Okay, whoops. All right, yep. We're gonna add destructibles. We're just gonna add the... Whoops. Okay. There we go. Destructible walls now, different color. Very good. Okay. rotate that one by 90. Put that one there. That's a false wall. We'll put this one here. Delete that false wall. Delete that false wall. All right. Be a little more... We're going to be a little bit more deliberate with how we do this. Rotate that by 90. Rotate that by 90. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're building a little bit of a level. I'm beginning to think I should have shrunk this a little bit, but that's okay. You know what? I'm going to add a false wall right there. Rotate it by 90. Why is it minus 1.9 something? Oh, okay. Never mind. Never mind. It was by the E. Yeah, okay. So destructible walls. Is it modifier volume? Not walkable. I think it's modifier volume. You know what? We're going to try this out as is first. See how everything feels and go after that. Okay. Okay, so I am here. Cool. We're out. Is this a false wall? No. Oh, god damn it. I never set up. God damn it. 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 Every single time. I always forget. Where is nav mesh surface? Bake. Okay, so now they can't reach me because I am in here. And now they can. Now they're all going to rush. They're all going to rush that way. All right. How does the nav mesh modifier volume work? Okay. First, we're going to have that be visible. Destructible wall. Nav mesh modifier. All agents are affected. Mode. Is it add or modify? You know what? We're going to see. We're going to see how this works. Save it. Go to nav mesh surface so that we can get our visual. Hit play. So when I'm standing here, when I shoot that, that does not get re-added. Okay, so that doesn't work. Nope. Okay. We're just going to do experimentation until we get it right. Nav mesh obstacle. Carve. Nope. Okay, that doesn't do anything. That does nothing. Okay. Destructible wall. Don't carve. Oh, wait a minute. Bake it. When I hit play, does that stop them from going through? Are they able to just walk right through it? Yes, they are. Okay, so that's not what it works. That doesn't work. Destructible wall. Carve. Save. Play. Okay. I see what we got to do. I see how this is going to work. All right. I gotcha. 10. Okay. So. File, save, play. Nav mesh surface. Wait, why did it only change that one? Oh, wait a minute. Nope, it's because this one overrides. Revert all. Okay. Try again. Okay, so they spawn. They cannot get me. I shoot that. Suddenly the gates are released. Shoot that. Suddenly they can come this way. Hello. Okay, so now I need to lower the firing rate and add some more hallways. But we have a game now. We have a functional thing. Yeah. We're getting there. What time is it? 10:42? All right. Yeah, I got a little bit more time, I think. Yeah, let's go back to building up the level. Now that destruction works for doors, we can get a little bit more involved with them. I might take this whole setup and move it, maybe. Nah, I think we're good. All right, so we have full wall here. Let's set it to 5 instead of 10. So it actually moves along these tracks here. You know what? This middle one, we're going to delete that. And we're going to make that a false wall. Okay. We're going to have false walls at 90 degrees. Where did it go? Oh, whoops. I meant to do that. We're going to have like, so yeah, I think 9 quadrants. This central hallway, this section up here, this section over here, this section here, this section here. So 9 in total. I'm thinking we should have 1 false wall for each of these. Whoops. Delete that. There we go. And also have a destructible wall for each of them. Oh, you know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take the destructible walls and I'm going to make them do a quick change here. 5 wide. 5. Wait, what? Why did it... What? Five wide. Oh, no. Wait, no. Hold on. 5 of that. Yeah, let's also... 5... 3. There we go. So all matches. There's not going to be any verticality in this game, so that doesn't matter, but it looks nicer. It looks nicer. And that's really the important thing here. Okay. Let's take this, move it over one. Oh, god damn it. No. No. Okay. So. Never mind. Never mind. Actually, let's make that one. Nah. We'll leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Don't touch it. Okay, destructible walls. I really don't know what else to add here to add interest to it or intrigue. Oh, you know what we can do? We can take the spawner and put the spawner here. Put that there. Okay. There we go. So now yeah. Yeah, I don't hate that. I think what I'm also gonna do is get rid of these ones here and replace those with destructible walls. That will go here and there. And then we'll have a solid wall here. Here. Solid wall there. Solid wall there. Okay. Because this one's going to have this way to go through, to get through, to go around there and hit them there. Something else I could do is make the spawners destructible. So that way there's sort of a goal for you to get through to the game. Alright, so we're going to have a... Let's create a new empty object. We're going to call this one obstacles. This is not going to be in the environment. But instead its own separate thing. Oh, god damn it, I completely forgot to move it again. God damn it. Okay. All right, we're just going to take everything and move it outside of obstacles. We're going to actually reset it this time, and then we're going to put everything back into obstacles. There we go. Better. Much better. Save that. And outside of stream, I might add a little bit more detail to this. Yeah, nav mesh, bake it, play. I should probably add something that just bakes the nav mesh when the game starts, so I don't have to do it anymore. Oh god. Enemies coming in. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I have an idea. I have another idea. Okay, how about this? Another little thing to add. We're gonna create another empty game object. So we're gonna call this enemy blocker. Okay. Zero. So the way the enemy blocker is going to work is we're going to add another cube. We're going to set this to, we're going to make this too tall, set it to 1. 3. You know what? No, we're going to make it 1 tall and set it to a height of 2. This is not going to have a box collider on it, so we can pass through it. But it's also going to have, what did a nav mesh obstacle on it. Three, 1. Huh. Hold on. How high up is this? Oh. 2.5 and 1.25. There we go. Okay. So the enemy blocker is a thing that you can go through that the enemies cannot. Save that. Add that to our prefabs. And we're going to come up with a new material. We're just going to call it enemy blocker. And we're going to change the color to gray, I guess. Cube. Enemy blocker color. And we'll go with like a slightly shinier thing. File, save. Okay, and we'll just put a couple of these in valuable locations. Here, we'll just put one right there so we can test it out right away. Save. We will save. bake the nav mesh. You know what? Hold on. Yeah, we're just going to create a new script called bake on load. And we'll just have the nav mesh, you know, set up when the game starts. Yeah. Yeah, so nav mesh surface, and in awake, surface dot build nav mesh. Okay. I mean, yeah, require component, but why does it want me to require an audio source? There we go. And private the awake. Save that. Okay, we made it to an hour and a half without anything breaking down. I got no phone calls. Nope, no phone calls. Yay. Save, play. Now it should just immediately bake on start. It did not bake on awake. Why did it not bake? If I do it in... Maybe I gotta do it in start. Hui. Hold up. Okay. Destructible walls. Okay, they have carve on. These did not have carve. Okay. Nav mesh surface. Play. Okay, cool. I want to add these here. Hold on. We're going to take the enemy blocker and we're going to change the size of this to... Yeah, we're just going to do 10 like everything else. Make life a little easier. Save that. Yeah. Okay. I don't know why I would just turn into Waluigi for a second, but I don't know. It's just something I can't control. Okay. Delete. We're going to take this guy. we're going to move it over here, rotate it 90 degrees, and put it there. There we go. So now I have a place that I can run to get through or to get away from enemies. Let's rotate this by 90 and duplicate it. Okay. Duplicate. Duplicate. Yeah. Okay. Cool. We have a thing that challenges us. Oh, let's get rid of the wall here. Or let's add a wall here. Not get rid of. Solid wall. Control D. There we go. What else can we do? What else can we add? Oh, let's have one that's just like an absolute nightmare for us. Indestructible wall. We'll add another one of those here. Oh, you know what we can do? Go take the destructible wall and put its scale to 0.9. No, keep that at 1, but make its height 0.9, its width 0.9. So that way it looks a little bit smaller than the other ones, just so it, you know, more obvious what it is. That also means that I can take a destructible wall, rotate it by 90, and it will fit in a little slot right there. Even though it's also here, it's not going to matter because, you know, it's not visible. If it's not visible, it doesn't exist. That's how that works. Okay, so we're going to have this one just be an open space. This one, I think I'm gonna... Oh yeah, all of these walls need to get added to the list of obstacles. File, save. All right, what are we going to do in here? I think this is just going to be all false walls. Oh, this is going to be terrible. Control D, rotate by 90 degrees, and we're just gonna that'll be enough. Okay, let's see how that section actually plays. Because I feel like this is going to be a tiny bit of a nightmare play. Okay, let's go back to the game itself. What's my speed set to? 5? Let's go for like... Oh, wait a minute. No, hold on. Drag is 0. So why am I... I'm confused by that, but that's okay, I guess. Okay. Shoot the wall. All right, we're going to have a bunch of enemies bolting after us now. Oh God, everywhere. They're coming from everywhere. Okay. I have no idea what I'm going to do with the rest of this. Yeah. I can't think of where else I want this to go. Oh, I need a bullet refill. Okay. So I need... We're going to make a little 3D sphere. 0. It's going to be 0.8. We're going to have it be up a little bit, like 0.5 up, so about level with the player. Create an empty. We're going to call this ammo refill 0. We're going to put the sphere inside of it. Okay. Remove the sphere collider. We're going to add a sphere collider here. That's going to be at 0.5, 0.4 to match the 0.8 on our size. And we're going to... How do we want to handle this guy? I'm thinking we will do a collision check. I don't think we're going to need to check the tag. So that will probably be a good idea. Okay. On collision, enter. When we enter a collision, when a collision is entered with this object, other dot other dot game object dot compare tag player. Okay, so if the other thing is a player, then if try get component is it fire bullet that stores it? Yeah. Out far fire bullet dot number of bullets equals 100 and destroy ourselves. Okay, so when the player hits this, we set our number of bullets to 100 and self-destruct. And that is it. That's all we do. Simple enough, I think. I think we can also invert that if and invert that if. Yeah, that's pretty much it for that. We need a visual, though. And we also need something to separate this from normal objects that appear in the game. So, another material. Create a new material. We're going to call this bullet pickup material. I am using different wording conventions for all of these. This is not good. Bless you. Bless me. Okay, kind of go for a brass kind of color. Boom. Look at that. We got bullets and stuff. Actually, do we have a normal map? Yeah, that will work. Give it kind of a glassy kind of... Okay, cool. So we have our bullets. Now, how will we know that this is a bullet pickup? I think what we should do is we should take our bullet and add our bullet pickup material to it. So that way we see this and it's like, oh, bullet. That sort of thought process. So we're just going to select our player so that we can see our player. And we should see number of bullets. Yep, we see number of bullets. Let's add our rigid body up there. And we'll do rotate up there too, just because there's nothing added to it. Okay, so let's play. Number of bullets is, you might notice number of bullets is at like 100,000. So there we go. have those. When we impact this... Oh, God. Oh, no. It doesn't work. Why is it not doing anything? Ah. Oh, God, they're climbing over it. Oh, God. Oh, that's horrifying. Okay. Hold on. Ammo refill. Refill ammo. On collision, enter. If the other object is a player... Wait a minute. Wait. I forgot to tag my player as the player. That will do it. That will do that. Yeah, that'll do it. All right. Still nothing? What gives? What gives? I hit the thing. I should be getting bullets. I have a rigid body. I'm coming into contact with it. So that should work. This is all stuff that I should already know by now, but don't. I think it may have something to do with the fact that I'm moving without using physics. So it might be time to do that. To move with the rigid body instead of... Yeah. Actually... Save. Okay. Oh, jittering's even worse now. But does it fix this? I doubt it. No, it does not. Wait a minute. Oh God, they're pressing me into the walls. Does fix wall impacts though. So that's good. Okay. Rigid body. Yeah, I should be moving with physics. So let's get a private rigid body RB. They have the meats. Awake. Okay, so RB dot angular velocity move? Moves the rigid body to position and rotates the rigid body to rotation. Add force. Move position. I think move position is what we're going to want to use. Transform.position plus movement. Let's see how that works. Okay, we move. Not very smoothly, but we move. Now, why is this not connecting? The ammo refill, it has a sphere collider on it. If the other is not a player, return. If we get the... If we don't get the fire bullet, then we return. If we do... Hold on, check the pool. Let's see if that changes, but it just fails to detonate. Maybe it just fails to self-destruct. Nope, no reaction whatsoever. Okay. Hold on. Let's try just returning this to here, see if that fixed the stutter that we were getting. Play. We're moving a lot slower now. 10. I'm trying to figure it out. Hold on. Refill ammo. On collision, enter. Print. Something touched me. I have a wonderful way with words. Oh, you know what? Let's also... Hold on. So I don't have to go back there every single time. Let's just set this to... The heck? Oh, yeah. Let's just... Okay. Do we touch it? Oh, God, no. No, we moved this. Ah, shit. Okay, 0. Now let's move the whole thing. Okay. Okay, so we do touch it. That part works. That functions as expected, as intended. So, what the heck is going on? The player is marked as the player. Yes. If other game object compare tag player. If not, return. It was the player. Okay, we're going to try to get the fire bullet component. If we don't get it, I gave the player 100 bullets. Save that. Okay. It was the player, but we did not give the player bullets. Let's remove that box collider off of that. That makes me nervous, having the box collider on the cube. I just remembered that was there, and I was like, shit, was it hitting the front of it? Okay, so we've confirmed it was the player, but then we try to get... If we do get it, try get component. Wait a minute. Oh God. Okay, I see what I did. I see. I am special. I was supposed to get the the fire bullet component off of the thing that I hit, but I tried to get it off of myself. I am a genius. So let's see if it resets it to 100. Hit play. Oh, it works now. I'm stupid. I'm a dummy. Okay, so we can get rid of all of that. Get rid of that. And yes, we can invert that. Okay. Yeah. So now I just need a visual showing how many bullets the player has. And after that, I think I'm going to call it an end of the day, because I have been doing this for 2 hours on this stream, but I also had to take a break for a personal phone call and take another break for... Well, I didn't actually take a break. My circuit breaker just blew. So, yeah, lost. Kind of hard to make games when your computer has no power. Yeah. So, we have ammo refill. That is now a prefab. Okay, goody. Let's see. All these need to go into scripts. Now I need a let me see. We're going to create a UI text. Import text essentials. We're not going to get the examples and extras. This is just going to say bullets, and I'm going to have this be... I like to go by the size of the screen. So we're going to say that this is going to go 0.4 to 0.5, 0, 0. And y is going to be 0.8 to 1, 0, 0. Okay, we're going to change the scale of this to 0 to 0.5, 0, 0, and we're going to have it go to the other side. So okay, and that's just going to be rename bullets. We're going to duplicate it and rename this to bullets amount, and that's going to be XXX, however many bullets there happen to be, 0.5 to 1, 0, 0. Lock it to that side. Blah. My nose. It's the other reason why I think I'm going to stop in a little bit. Not just because I'm done with this as is. Like, I think I'm going to come back and I'm going to add one more enemy type and health tomorrow or Thursday. I don't know which. Let's see. So I want to have this get a reference to the player. We really shouldn't add it to this. We should add it to the player itself. You know what? We're going to add it to bullet. Fire bullets. Serialized field. Private text mesh pro UGUI. Bullet count text. And on awake, we're going to set bullet count text to the number of bullets string, but we're also going to reset it here. Now, the fact that this is written down here twice tells me we should void update bullet count. Actually, we'd also have to update it when we hit that. You know, why don't we just do it this way? We're going to make this a private, and we're going to create a number of bullets property. Get and set that. going to set that to number of bullets equals value, and yeah, we can make that into an expression body. So I don't need... So we're going to do that first. And then yeah, we're just going to put that in all those places, make it a tad more readable, and then go to refill ammo. Okay. There we go. So now when the game first starts, we should set the value. Okay, let's just get our bullet count texts. If I were putting real effort into this, there would be a separate script that would just handle that. There is not. So, therefore, file, save. That's right. It is a... Hold on, where is fire bullet? Oh yeah, 100. Why do you keep getting a reference to system? Let it load. We'll test it. And that will be the end of the stream if it works. It should say 100 right away. Boom. Goes down every time we do that. And then when we touch that, it goes back up to 100. Perfect. Now, one last thing we need to test. If I keep firing, will I eventually run out of bullets? Will I no longer be capable of firing? Oh God, they're coming. They're coming for me. I can't fire anymore. I'm out of bullets. Oh God, here they come. Ah! Ah, they're eating me. Okay, yep, we're done.